everyone, welcome back to Rock Security. My name is Roxana and today I'm bringing you another episode of personal security. Today we're gonna talk about scams. It's not as fun, but it's mind-blowing. The facts that I have for you, insane. So today we're gonna talk about what type of scams you might encounter, how to identify them, and how to protect yourself from it. And at the end, we're gonna talk about how these scammers are being caught and what the authorities are doing about it. So let's start. So to begin with, the type of scams that you might encounter are the following. I kind of categorize them into three main categories. There are many other more, so keep your mind open. This is not it. And those type of people are very creative and they very much have one single goal: to get your money. And we are trying to protect your money in here. Okay? So the first category would be around phishing, vishing, and smishing. Right, so let me tell you, I've been talking about phishing in the past videos that I've done, so you kind of know that it's all around email etiquette and like trying to get people through emails. Well, vishing is voice phishing and smishing is text message phishing. So it's all phishing, it's just different forms. For example, with vishing, which is a voice phone call, they might call you and tell you a very scary situation. Like I had so many times those operators calling me saying that I've been implicated into an accident for the past 3 years and like I need to apply for this type of thing, and like if I don't apply like for this like low amount of money, they can get me to like get so many damages. And I'm like, dude, haven't been in a car in 3 years. What you talking about? It's not true. But I'm just saying, I'm like, no, I haven't. Last time I checked, I haven't. So just shut the phone, close it up. Or people that call you and say they have this like big investment thing for you. I'm gonna get into investment in a minute. Or they scare you and say that one of your relatives has become very sick and they have to like get money extremely quickly. Please do not fall for these calls. If you get into a situation where it says that one of your relatives has been a victim of an accident, shut the phone and call your relative. And for the most part, they're gonna be fine. 1 and 2, they're gonna be happy just to hear from you. So, and the fact that you care. So please do reach out. It's very important to these type of things. The next category that I've kind of put together is investment scams and pension scams. In this climate right now, a lot of people are looking to invest. So this is one part of it. They have some extra money and they're looking to invest in something else because the stock market is down and they just want to get their money's worth, which, fair enough. You do you. Be smart with your money. But at the same time, these type of investment companies are seeking out investors and are calling people saying that we know you've been very interested into investing lately. If anybody calls you and ask you for an investment, do not fall for it. Even though you can double check their website, their Instagram account, and you have testimonies over testimonies, do not fall for them. For the most part, you're never gonna get your money back and you just have a bad experience. So there's no point of doing into it. And you get disappointed on top of that. On the other side, there are a lot of people who are playing the elderly. Hence why pension schemes. Most of us have a pension. All of us should have a pension plan. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not advising you to have a pension plan in any shape or form, but you should have one. It's just my experience. from what I've heard from financial advisors, everybody should have a pension plan. Protect your future self. Just put it out there. Because of that, and because people are frightened with what's happening right now in the world and so on, and they're trying to get more out of their money, a lot of scammers are calling people trying to the money from the pension. And I'm telling you, if your employer is setting up a pension for you, do not change it unless you change it through your employer to a different thing. Do not change anything with someone on the phone unless you seek them out personally and you got an official phone number and so on. Do not fall for these schemes because they just want your pension money technically. Do not give your money away because that's your money technically and you worked really hard for it. I'm gonna link down below a website from Financial Conduct Authority. They have a scam scan. It's a scam scan. It's a smart scan. That's funny. And they will ask you a series of questions. So if you do get a phone call from any of these type of people, and you're thinking about it, before you transfer them any money or anything like that, go into that website, answer their questions. They're very simple questions, and they're gonna explain you the fact that all of them, they're scammers and they're just trying to get your money. They're not legitimate. Be safe out there. Right, another group, it's computer related, which is farming and computer software fraud. So, to begin with, farming, think about a situation when you went into you just clicked onto a link on Google, you Googled something, how to bake cupcakes, and you clicked into a link, and that link, you could see that it was redirected 3,000 times before it got into your final link. A lot of the times, those links are just redirected links because they just need to be shortened down. And there is an online service that does that, and they just redirect from one place to another. But there are a lot of situations where that redirection leads you to a malicious website. And on that malicious website, they're either going to tell you that you have been infected, or they're actually going to infect you because you've clicked on something that has downloaded on your computer, and so on. They are just waiting for you to click in there. So be careful for that. Install an antivirus and do not call any numbers that might appear onto your screen. I will tell you a story at the end of the video, so look out for that when it comes to farming. Another thing is computer software fraud. When it comes to computer software fraud, for the most part, is people impersonating call center operators that are coming from companies such as Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, so on, maybe your internet provider, and so on, and they're calling you and saying that your account has been broken into, or they have an error in the background, and they require for you to refill telephonically your personal information such as address, bank details, and so on. Do not give those details to those people. And if you're worried about it and you want to double check that your accounts are not malicious in any shape or form, after shutting down the phone, because it's usually a phone call, go into the legitimate website, log into your account, and you will see that your account is okay and it hasn't been affected. There's no pop-ups or anything like that. You haven't done any extra purchases or anything like that. And if you're still worried, do speak with a legitimate operator. Just give them a call to customer service, and they're gonna calm your nerves further, because I do understand that some of us are like, but what if something is happening in the background? Speak with someone from that company and they will say everything's fine with your account, you don't need to renew anything or anything like that. You shouldn't be telling these type of things through the phone anyway, so please watch out for it. As I said, like, it's very important to identify these type of things. And I'm gonna give you some statistics. I found a report put together by UK Finance, which it's a financial institution. When it comes to investment scams, in 2018, the total value of losses has been up to £50.1 million. And out of that money, only £3.9 million have been recovered to the customers. So the majority of the money that those scammers have done from, and this is just investment scams, the list goes on. And for example, another statistics, purchase scams, like somebody calling you and saying that they want to sell you something to the phone, or they're promising you something really exciting that's 99% off and so on. For the most part, it's scams. So do your research before you spend any money on anything. When it comes to purchase scams, UK Finance is reporting the fact that the total value of losses in 2018 has been up to £46.4 million. And out of that £46.4 million, only £4.2 million have been returned to the customers. So I would say 95% of that money have still ended up into the scammers' pockets. So please don't feed those scammers, because the more money we give them, the more people will become scammers, and we don't want that. So what can you do about it? You can just close the phone, mark the email as scam, not answer the text messages, and also to move forward in that, you can report it to your local police. I've linked down below the UK reporting system and the USA reporting system for fraud, but do just Google scam reporting and your country or your town, and most authorities do have some sort of online form that you can just complete, and do please report them. The UK police has reported the fact that there's up to 50,000 scams reported to them every single year. That is a lot of scams, and that is a lot of money that's being lost. So if you have been affected by one of these scams, please do report it to your local police, and don't let these scammers go away. I have an example of how some scammers have been caught and they're in jail right now. So, found the documentary on YouTube. Shout out to Jim Browning. Do follow him on YouTube. He's amazing. He's exposing scammers all over the world. I'm gonna link his channel, and he has a series called Spying on Scammers, which he gets into their internal network. He technically spies on them through their own CCTV cameras, and BBC Panorama has also done a documentary based on them. And through the collaboration between the UK police and the Indian police, those scammers have been put in jail right now, so they are arrested and those accounts have been frozen. But I'm gonna tell you another statistics. Those type of scammers, and there was only one call center with around 20 people in that call center, they were making up to $3 to $4 million per year in revenue. I just want to put this out there. Only big companies make up to $3 to $4 million in revenue per year. And this is insane. And they have called people, and they've used some sort of farming scam. In the case of, you would go into a website or click on like a movie or something like that, and then they will block your screen, and they will say you need to call this specific number. They were saying that they're from Microsoft or Apple or whatever. They're blocking your screen, and they were telling you to call this specific number, to call the call center. I mean, to be honest, it was a call center, so it was just a dodgy call center. And they will just say, for a one-time purchase of £900, we can fix your PC. But when challenged about their location, their technical knowledge and so on, you can see in the documentary. It's absolutely amazing. It's just fascinating just to watch it. It was part of my research, but it's just fascinating to watch it. They don't know anything. They were telling people that they're coming from California, which they weren't, because they were definitely in India, and they were challenged by that, and they didn't know how to answer to it. And it was 100% clear that they were just doing that to fraud people. So BBC has went and did a bit more research on it, which ended into them getting arrested. I'm gonna link all those things down below. Please do watch it. It's fascinating. Yeah, that's kind of it from me. I'm gonna leave all the links down below, including the Guardian page that report scams. So they have like a whole page of what type of scams are in the world, and they're doing news reports for it. I'm gonna link the SCAMS Smart Scan, Jim's playlist and Jim's YouTube channel. Please do watch it, and please stay safe, protect yourself, protect your devices. Please do like, comment down below, let me know your thoughts on this video and any other questions that you might have, or any other topics that you might want me to get into depth into it, and let's start a conversation down there, because we need to make everybody aware. So please do like this video, it helps a lot. I'm trying to build this channel right now, so yay us. Subscribe, and I'll meet you in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, protect your devices, protect yourself, and protect everybody around you. See you next time. Bye!